And to wrap up this episode of Default Assault, we're going to bring back our Who It Could Have Been tag. This is where I reveal to Kyle an actor who may have been offered or was up for a role for a famous film, but for one reason or another, they didn't end up getting the cut. So,
killing my soul at the same time.
So, in our Default Assault Extras, which is a new side series, which we debuted on Tuesday, Kyle and I discussed Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. So, to bring that back, I'm going to talk about another famous Kevin Spacey role, and that is American Beauty. You know who was up for that role originally, Kyle? I think you're gonna get it.
Burnham, right?
Huh? Lester, yes.
Burnham. Okay.
Originally, the role was offered to none other than Chevy Chase.
Don't mind I'm in right now because Kevin Spacey is epic as bleep. This guy is amazing. He's Lex Luthor. He's Frank Underwood. He's, well, Lester Burnham. Just isn't like the same kind of iconic type character, but that's not the point. The punchline is this. Kevin Spacey's amazing, and he could even play goddamn harmonica solo in Piano Man. So, however, on the surface, I can see how Chevy Chase would have been a better fit.
I read somewhere, although I'm not sure the veracity of this statement, that the screenplay at least was written for Chevy Chase. And he turned it down because by that point in his career, he had developed a family image, and he didn't want to hurt that. But when people think of Chevy Chase, they think of goofball Clark Griswold, and they think of his today they think of his ditzy performance in Community, or he's also notorious for being a difficult actor to work with. But he has had some darker, more realistic performances before. Even in the original Vacation film, the very first one. The one scene that comes to mind is when he and Beverly D'Angelo are having that fight in the hotel room before he goes out and cheats. That scene is not played for fun. It's more effective because of his performance and the more serious take he takes. This more serious turn that he takes.
Yeah, like Clark Griswold is less of a dopey character and more of one that's off-put, right? He holds John Candy as a security guard at gunpoint. He jumps and dips in with Claudia Schiffer. That's who that is, right? Claudia Schiffer. Anyways,
it wasn't. It was Christy Brinkley.
Christy Brinkley. Sorry, yeah. I couldn't remember the model at this point. Whatever. She's much older now. At any rate,
she was married to Billy Joel.
Yeah, which. Good for him. Which brings me back to Kevin Spacey playing the Piano Man harmonica solo. He drags a freaking dog behind his car. Entrance to Grandma What's Her Face. That all goes horribly and darkly wrong. He's stuck in that neighborhood which goes horribly awry and possibly racist in context. In this time and day and age, rather. Clark Griswold is not just the goofy, predated Homer Simpson that is implied here.
Well, I think the sequels did make him much more goofy and much more of a character. The first film was all about taking an average, slightly, out of touch, everyday American and seeing that slow burn of him, just going crazy at the very end. And that was a mistake that the new version of Vacation missed, where all of their characters were caricatures, people that you wouldn't really meet on the street. These people would terrify you. But the original Clark Griswold seemed like your next door neighbor, like somebody you can actually know or identify with, and that was the strength of that film and the strength of his performance. But then, let's go in a different direction. Let's take a look at some of his performances in his big debut performance in Foul Play, or more famously in Fletch, where he plays more darker, more sarcastic character. And I think that's the kind of role that he absolutely nailed. And it's a shame that he didn't do more roles in that style.
Maybe it could be argued that Fletch was a less aware Lester Burnham. Or wait, Lester Burnham's a less aware Fletch, rather.
That's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah. I could see Chase playing it. Funny enough, I could see him doing it well, and it's I think it's almost a shame for his own career, especially at the time, that he didn't take it on. I can't say that I'm saddened that Kevin Spacey took it. I mean, Kevin Spacey is Kevin Spacey, but I could see American Beauty working well with Chase.
Yeah, it's like who's the chick that played Catwoman in the latest Batman? I always forget.
Halle Berry. Oh, sorry, the latest Batman, Anne Hathaway.
Halle Berry. It's like, hey, look, there's Scarlett Johansson, but okay, I'll date Anne Hathaway, for example. And that's what happened here in this instance. Kevin Spacey is in fact Anne Hathaway in this situation. Boom.
Kevin Spacey could play the shit out of Catwoman. But you know what? After his recent performance as a damn cat in whatever that film was, Nine Lives. What the hell was that film? I take that back. I've seen his version of Catwoman. I'm terrified by it.
Well, you know what that should be called? Kevin Spacey wants a meal ticket. Okay, there you go.
I have no argument for that.